those lanes, like the giant ramp up in front of him, I would almost anticipate players potentially showing up on the move. He might look down from above and get a couple pop shots there, and some of them might not see it. Or right there, Crudenson, not realizing there's multiple sets of eyes watching from above, picking up a quick elim. Now's his time to take opportunities like that. A couple missed shots is too bad. He did have a pretty good chance of picking up that elim. Does find vibes after all. Here we go. Like I said, didn't have to make an early move. He had the rift. 17 points, got a rift to go, 12 bandages. The flint knock. All right, talk to me about the flint knock as literally as I'm talking about it. Here we go, flint knock elimination. It's insane.
It's deserving.
The density of skill is going to be incredibly high.
No, it's absolutely deserving if you can squeeze your way into those top 8 slots because, like you said, the competition is stiff here. As Tschiiinken comes right out of the cone there with a nice tactical to the Faze blue tack. There it is. You can hear the ball is literally exploding at this point.
Ammo there. Broke, look at that 80 medium. Was about to say 16, but uses one of those to pick up an elimination. 15 shotgun shells as he jumps out. Pick, gets a shot, 32.
You saw he has got no shield.
A little bit of damage to the back. Does get that. Elim looks like a storm claimed. Path on the outside there.
121 on Pate. Pate is absolutely in a hurting right now as he took that one to the face virtually right there.
Oh, Coffee goes down as well. Another rocket. Oh, another one finds Pate. How many more are you going to find, Yahtzee, this RPG? What are the most important pickups given? Oh, man, another one. There's a big hit in there.
These rockets are just connecting here. Jagger Stig goes down there as well. He's got the shadow bombs. Nice usage of the sentries there to keep the platforms nice and healthy instantly, giving them about 1,000 per platform.
We've got Yahtzee in the top right corner of the screen. No more RPG shots left. No rockets in his inventory. Can still beam down from above. Literally jumping and shooting on the way down with a common AR. Still picking up elims. Twiller, HP healing between the two. So now is the time to engage. Yahtzee drops in.
Early. He took full damage. Is he going to lose to the storm now?
The storm! No! Croak gets the victory royale.
Regrets.
Build your floors. Build your ramps. Please, save yourself.
Yeah, you know, if you didn't know.
I don't want to repeat Tin the Tap Man out here. Oh, baby. Tripper and picking up an elim there.
You didn't know. You can catch yourself from taking fall damage. And this is an actual meta loadout. People will run multiple med kits and... Oh, boy. Lonely Soul, my guy. So we're looking at Chapix here. He's got a nice little loadout. Heavy ARs. Also great for pinking players. Is broken. Gets torn apart there.
Look what he's looking at. There's no reason for him to push out and try and get aggressive and push forward to the next part of the zone. You had ballers around him too, so no one was going to shoot at the shadow. You're going to shoot at the ballers instead because they're the easiest target.
Ooh, as he catches Falcon Nike right there. Nice little pick. And now it's up the mountain he goes as he gets turned on and loses all of his health. Ctox kind of wraps this player up. We've seen Ctox a few times catching a couple highlights.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy, amongst
look at the bottom
all
part
of the scale. I was going to say, I can't even give a shout out to anyone individual here. The 11 organization making big moves on his team here as they have to be proud of their boys. Snooze, lose.
Catch him, there it is.
You snooze, you lose. Crispy Nate goes down right there, puts Snooze right back in the game, gets a little bit more health now.
You get a top 5, that's 2 more at 7. If you get that Victory Royale, that's another 3 to give you 10 total for placement. Plus every elimination, like the first one and second one that Snooze Lose picks up there, is an additional point. Look at this already a solid game, 5-point game for Snooze Lose at 28 points total. Finds another one. Literally mining his way through the structure here, editing corners out. Feels like a tunnel that you may not own a portion of. Every single turn could be treacherous, and Snooze Lose, that tactical shotgun coming in big, another one. Literally farming elims with attack.
Now he's under fire here. He's back in this game. He had 0 materials just a little bit ago, but he's back in that 300 range. He is just burning through, trying to go layer to layer here. Pops a couple of minis, now looking up. It's Alliance Tick who's got the high ground. Item finally abandoning the baller here. He's completely maxed out as far as loadout goes as well. He's in a good place here with mats. What he needs to catch this elim is Sor Phosmo goes down right there. That's 1. He wants to make sure if he does bring someone down, it's right in front of him. Nice job. Takes out NH4. Rickert falls down. It's another loot delivery. Item goes down to Tick. It's a 3-way battle now. We're in the solos here, Dr. Lupo.
3 players remaining. Tick, Sops, Quito. All the way up top, Tick. layering up just a little bit, trying to make sure he stays on top of as many surfaces as possible. Quito with the campfire all the way in the bottom.
Goes for high ground. What a play.
Are you kidding me?
He's trying to challenge Tick here. He goes all the way in.
Oh, a valiant effort. Tick picks up the Elim 1v1 in the drop in. Sops trying to make his way through the metal surface. Can't quite pull it off as Tick. 4 eliminations, a 14-point victory royale.
Kind of hanging out here.
No Elims. 109 in the builds.
He's got trap. I mean,
he's kind of moved his way up. He's got an angle down on his own baller. Just kind of watching. Go for that edit hold up top. The shot. There it is. I was waiting for it. 70 leg pays the price. Path picks up the first elimination.
Yep, all nearby. We've seen players get punished because they sit in them. Someone barrels their way through with the drum gun and suddenly you're caught way off guard.
Oh, man.
And talk about being caught off guard.
Airwalks.
You would never think it. One of our players who just recently qualified in duos.
What a boogie.
It's just not safe, dude. And all the ballers, unfortunately, for them ran down the mountain, and Screw comes back in the game using a shadow bomb on offense. It's Saiyan who goes down there. He's back in it now. He still has a campfire as well. So he can make a big move. Finds some loot, gets blocked out. That 1 second storm buffer keeps him in the game, though. Technique could not grab any of those mats. Nice shot of the shadow bomb. Here comes the delivery. Can he grab it in time? He does. 800 materials, puts him back in the game.
I think he just locked the player out behind him in the storm.
He must be shaking right now.
There it is. The shots. Gets it. Airwalk ADR goes down. Technique, 89 HP. 56 HP. Takes a big hit there. Combat shotgun. A lot of damage. Finds Yahtzee.
My gosh.
The back-to-back. Gets JPM in. 13 players left. We move into the next set of placement points, and Technique is still in this game. Are you kidding me? One full shield. Gets another hit from behind a rotation. Finds the same player. Toby goes down. Technique cannot be stopped.
He heals as well to go for it. Sneaking up on these players. And Arnie brings down the terror that was Technique. These final moments here, Arnie still now fighting against the zone. Oh, this shield, this is not where you want to go down. He's got to bully his way through. Can he find a moment? Does not.
Naki, a rotation in there. Every elimination at this point is the only way to get points unless you plan on winning this thing, and Screw needs to find this Elim through the wood on the outside. Forces the rotation, and Raze goes down the storm, doing him a favor. 6 eliminations with 4 left. The low ground warrior all the way on the bottom. Freddy, Twiller, Screw, Yuri all the way up top, looking down from above. Those bottom 2 players right on top of each other. Yuri decides it's time to engage. The drop in. Another Elim, putting him at 3. Screw, though, at 6, looking for the shot from underneath. Gets a very light combat shotgun tag. Screw, the shadow bomb. Looking for the climb. Any opportunity, he's got to cut back. He's got to cut all the way back and get a shot from above. This could be absolutely ridiculous.
Can he hit it?
Oh my gosh,
he hits it!
You freaking legend! Are you kidding me?
With the shadow bomb to scale the structure, sneaks around. For the 10 games.
Oh, yeah.
As many of the 10 as they can, guys. We're approaching this is just the first half. Now the shots go up. Torque catches John Moo here. That's going to be a huge elimination. He needed these materials. He's going to effectively double up at this point.
He is being very cautious. Smart move. Actually, he's going to see shots from above.
Oh,
he's going to know somebody's right through, directly in front of him, same floor. Doesn't necessarily have to go for it.
Oh, he hits it
got
for
a 105.
Will he take this wall here? Does get it as well. Here it comes. Oh, ETQ jumps out the wrong way. As the ramp at it was so swift, I think he was almost propelled. I'd like to say he was forced upwards.
Using a lot of materials, only 33 builds remaining, but everything you need to do to try and make your way into the safe zone is important, even if that means you're going to cost all these builds. You're forced to go to brick. He's out of wood at this point.
He's got the master key. There
Here we go.
Opens it up.
Wait.
Catches spam.
Wait, the close off there was so fast. Parabellum looking, any rotation, pick off he can get here. Those GL shots or grenades on their way in. He's going to drop the structure. Parabellum is okay. He's even better than okay now. I might not be able to say his name, but he is picking up Elims now. The first one so far this game.
He just knew he built around that box, knew the player was going to come through. It wasn't his wall. It's another little toe-to-toe. It's Keemstar who goes down right there. Small victories.
98 and 40. We're at 45 points so far for Parabellum. 21 builds and a lot of damage there. He's got to look for the Elim at this point or build against. There we go. Finds Krok on the rotation in. Picks up that elimination. The Siphon, very important. Does have the minis. Here we go.
He didn't get the medium bullets. His drum gun's out. Hopefully he recognizes that that was everything down to the last bullet there. Someone makes the edit on him. He puts the trap in. And it's 2 players here backed against the wall. He's back.
I just want to say, you said he needed that drum gun, and brother, I think he just proved you wrong. Back to back to back tack shots. And Mr. Savage starting to apply a little pressure from underneath. Those players all the way up top. The drop in. Parabellum finds another one. The tack shotgun still leading the way. The thing is ridiculous in these close quarters box fights. Parabellum showing exactly why.
Is still on the offense as he pulls in Mr. Savage. He cannot beat Mr. Savage in a 1v1 tack trade-off right there. The combat does win the engagement if you can just connect a little more, that high fire rate.
Savage just got an elim. He had done enough.
Someone falls down,
He had done enough damage. The fall damage, the drop in there, gets that elimination. Sigma dies all the way in the bottom, the elimination in the bottom. 1v1.
Explodes!
Savage takes home the victory royale. The storm paid off. 5 elims, 15 points total. Savage.
100 Thieves, who got first in the qualifiers for NA East, and then first on the next day as well. Ooh, Roos, looks like they just barely missed it. Look, you don't really expect this if you're Fanad, but what's better than one heavy sniper?
As you see him take that high ground, and as Villix right next to him, the former Atlantis player, and also just an absolute tank coming out of Europe, has been putting up a bunch of incredible performances, but hasn't quite reached that qualification threshold. But Aaron's looking to push through, and he found it onto Loru. Great shot as well with that heavy snipe.
Yeah, I'm wondering, top 25, 3 placement points. Top 15, you get another 2 extra. Top 5, 2 more. The Victory Royale, 10 points. Obviously, oh my gosh. Eraus is using the duos strategy of the double heavy sniper.
Yeah, and then you end up crossing too long of a space. I mean, Monster talked about a no-fly zone, particularly with this level of players. You can't rotate around. Amuser gets right in the box, putting that common tack to work. He says, I don't need a combat. I'll do it myself with that. Takes all of those players down and also inherits a baller now for his trouble. So maybe gets a slightly easier rotation on the next one.
Yep. Sawyer dropping down. It's Eraus still up here, building out just 1 layer of wood because of how little Matt's a brilliant shot. My goodness, 120 plus damage. Unfortunately, doesn't get the build down in time. So weak, dropping all the way down. Can't build a single floor. There's some wood. Enough builds to at least place this launch pad.
He goes back to height. Can he get the shot? He's looking, he side jump out, ramps up, he's challenging for it. 1-2, and he gets it onto Sawyer led.
Wow.
The reason Sawyer was so low was from the earlier 120 arrows had put on him, and he's putting on a clinic from the high ground in terms of getting the combat shot out and then covering himself every time. On this Saturday, as Kenzo ends Eraus's honestly pretty impressive spree.
This is a really cinematic shot right here with all 4 players, each perfectly spaced, it appears. Not bad sniper, more than happy to just let this fight take place, and then it's time to strike. Brilliantly done. It's why Not Bad Sniper is sitting atop our leaderboards now at 51 points. On the high ground towards where the zone's gonna move to. Step can wind up setting up, and look, beam down on everyone right here. This is exactly how you need to play it when you want to get shots down range. And remember, you need to get a limbs if you want to qualify for the New York City Grand Finals. Just placement will not be enough on a Sunday like this.
Yeah, you have to be able to pick up points in both circumstances, and notice how he covers one of his sides, and then as the zone moves, he begins to cover the others. So, and now he's continuing to look out the right because nobody behind him is a threat. Now he's going to work top down. He picks up French, gets a nice little refresh on Mats. All of a sudden, you see Frederik picked up in the top left. Motor goes down, and we're 1 placement outside of that top 15. Dalo's looking for it, and he gets it right away onto Alex, and he goes for the follow-up, knowing the player's disengaged, gets out, boogie bomb on him, hits the first shot, and it's down. Great disengage to just put space, using it then to get some free rotations, and now he's in the mid-ground tarp with a okay amount of materials and the pressure as he drops down onto Stepter, picks up a great elim there, and then rotates forward to get the better angle on the players. Great 52 shot, but can't quite find it, and instead Boogie Bomb Bandit again, without the Boogie Bomb this time, just hops right on in it, and Millet goes down.
That elimination kept him alive. Woes now with traps on either side. No way, it's Dalo again. Down to our top 7, Stompy. BYK outside the zone should drop here any second. There they go. Stompy has lost the high ground, but still has the most health up there as Dalo's sitting pretty, letting the others fight. Dalo can outlast any player in the zone. He drops into the storm. The shotgun comes in, but it's Stompy at 1 HP with the elimination and the victory royale.
right, Fancy Screw, you get to have your little moment and highlight it, but let's take a look here at the standings. And again, I said it from Not Bad Sniper. I wanted to see you bring it over onto Saturday, and so far he's doing that, sitting up top with 51 points, but the spread, 51 to 44, and don't forget, the top 8 will all go through, and also, Stompy, get out of here. We know you're good, man. Come on!
So, and just remember, any players that had qualified previously, that spot would go to the next player down low. So just a you know, an FYI, right? So we will find 8 new European players that will be joining us in New York City. Just something to keep in mind there. But this is a tight race, man. This really is such a tight race. Not Bad Sniper is 8 games played. I'm looking at a lot of these players who really get some value out of these next few games in games 7 and 8, whereas Not Bad Sniper needs to start to, you know, I would say pick things up a little bit, right? And try and see if he can lock the spot down, because this is an insanely tight spread, Sundown.
Yeah, and I mean, realistically, like we've talked about it, if a realistic pop-off game is 15 points,